Good morning. I want to welcome you all to this time that we can encourage one another. And this morning, the encouragement I have is for all of us to know that it's God who has brought us to his church. And God knows what he's able to use us to do and to accomplish for the work of ministry. Unfortunately, not everybody knows that they can be used by God, they can be used of God. Most people, we will look around and look elsewhere and think that God can use this one and that one and that one. Unfortunately, they don't look inside of themselves for the gifts that God has put in our lives and endowed us with. I look back from the time that I believe that God brought me back into his church. And when you are new and you look at everybody else, the tendency is to think that you are the lesser part of God's church. You don't see yourself as the one that God is interested in using. We look and we wonder, what do I even have? What can I even do? There's so many people here who have been there for many, many, many years, and I'm just coming in today. Can God use me? I like a song that was done many years ago, maybe in the late 90s by Ron Kenoly. And Ron Kenoly says, if you can do anything, Lord, you can use me. Okay, so what is the encouragement today? The encouragement today is that God can use you, and from God's point of view, he simply wants you and me to be available. Are you ready, available to be used by God? Paul speaks an encouragement, one of his encouragement I love so much when I read from Philippians chapter 1. In verse 6, Paul says, I am confident that the one who started a good work in me, he will continue it until the day of Christ appearing. So this is important for us to know that whatever good that we are doing, whether it's in the church or it's out there, whatever good you are doing, good that helps other people, good that transforms our world, good that changes our world, God has made it possible. God started it in you, through you, and with you. So for today, the encouragement is that God is the one who started the good work, and if it is God who started that good work, God will provide for it, will provide the time, the resources, the talents. God will make it possible for you. In our prayer, the prayer today, I am using Ron Kennelly as words in this song. If you can do anything, Lord, you can use me. So for you, don't underestimate yourself. Paul to Timothy says, do not allow anyone to look down upon you. That's what I would say to you as well. Don't allow anybody to look down upon you. They may look smarter, they may have more, they may be more educated, they may just seem like they have it all, but do not allow anybody to look down upon you. So you as an individual, you are part of the church. And these couple weeks we are using a song that is in our hymn, which says that I am the church, you are the church, we are the church together. So we all of us together, we are the church. All those who follow Jesus all around the world are the church. So yes, you are part of that church. And the emphasis we have is that we don't go to church. We are the church. The church is not that building that you say, I am going to church. You are the church. And God uses different people. I'm going to finish by reading. Here's a scripture. Paul talks about charisma. He talks about gifts that are essential for the church, that we do not all have the same kind of gifts, just like the body of a person has eyes and ears and head and hands and feet and different parts of the body. They play complementary and important roles to keep this body functioning. So if you do not have the same gifts as somebody else, that's okay. Here's what 1 Corinthians chapter 12, I'm going to read here from verse 4. It says, there are different kinds of spiritual gifts, but the same Spirit gives them. There are different ways of serving, but the same Lord is served. There are different abilities to perform service, but the same God gives ability to all for their particular service. Does that make sense to us? That yes, we may all have different kinds of gifts, but each one's gift plays an important role for the life of the church. There are different ways of serving. So don't undermine how you are serving God. There are different abilities to perform ministry. Today, as we go about our day, remember this, that with your abilities, it is God who started those abilities in you. So continue. Keep going. Keep moving. Don't stop, because God is the one who started that in you. He will continue. You will not be alone. He will continue with you until the day of Christ appearing. Thank you and goodbye.